Welcome back, everybody. We're gonna continue doing this level. Getting that cash money. And we're gonna go and begin the Civil War. Very vaguely. Historically speaking, it is Abraham Lincoln's war, technically. But many people around that particular time there did consider the Civil War to be Buchanan's War. Come on. So far, a terrible start to this level.
I got some great bargains for you today. That's a real beauty.
God. Move, you son of a... I doubted myself. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, what the...
I got some great bargains for you today.
You know what, game? You're getting real tricky with what you want. Put it that way. Okay. It's gonna be like that? Okay. This time we're gonna focus. We're gonna find our center. We'll meditate if we have to. I hit you, but whatever. So, when Buchanan does become president, he, now that I've had a chance to reread some things and remember some things, he does beat John C. Fremont. I forgot he was the first Republican president. He was a prominent political figure back then. But, you know, in fairness, he is prominent enough to actually be the nominee. Although, in fairness, probably not as politically savvy enough as certain other political figures of that time and era in order for him to actually be the president and the nominee, other than just the nominee. One second. You know, I swear I'm hitting these people. Yeah, I hit you, but whatever. I guess whatever this game deems to be correct. Okay, you go bye-bye. You explode. I think there's one more. Yep. Called that, isn't it? Oh. It's not like this Vis bomb again. Now, like I was saying before, when it came to say what's happening with the British election this year, I understand that just because one party wins a lot of votes and you know, they just need people to be actually representative of them in general. It does not mean it's a vote of, say, confidence whether or not a particular party is actually winning or not. And same exact thing with Buchanan. Unlike Henry Clay, another one of his, I don't want to say rivals, but someone who definitely the two were vying for specific, you know, political position and power. It's like, I bet I can be Secretary of State more times than you, yada yada yada. You know, this leads to a lot of tension and turmoil. And people were just sick of the political process and wondering what's even going to happen because, you know, they just clearly are doing what they want to do. Politicians in Congress, they're not actually doing the things that are necessary, like, you know, trying to figure out what the heck is Buchanan, what are these guys gonna do? Are we actually gonna succeed from the Union? That kind of shenanigans.
Quite ingenious, really.
Yeah.
Once our trained professionals put the finishing touches on our new planet, everything will be complete. Thank you. Goodbye.
Buchanan though basically just gets in because the Whigs are no longer gone as a party, and the Republican Party is this weird coalition of groups that are clearly and fundamentally at their core an anti-slavery party, although they want to exude certain things that are very pro what's the word, pro Republican ideals, if you want to go down that route in that direction. I'm so close I can taste that rhino. I straight up have no earthly idea where the heck I'm supposed to be going. Really?
I got some great bargains for you today. That's a real beauty.
I do understand there is that difference. And it's a very stark one that we tend to forget sometimes and don't, or don't really want to acknowledge, but it's the truth. And at that point, Pierce doesn't even win his own party's nomination. They're looking for, the Democrats are looking at a different direction for the country. They believe that Buchanan, despite not necessarily controversy, but just for the most part because of him being a lifelong politician, and just we're basically like, we don't really have any other options. He's kind of the best of the rest. Doesn't sound promising, but there's like a real malaise when it comes to the political realities of this particular time and era that don't get talked about too often, but I think always should be noted. And I think that's why they went pretty hard against Abraham Lincoln, I think, when it came to his particular election, and ultimately the election that led them to generally secede from the Union as a whole and as a country. I'm here to get my bolts and nothing more. So, pretty sure I can get up here. Okay. Oh yeah, I gotta go left. That's what I forgot to do. Got no one else, fam? Oh, actually, I'm gonna need some rockets for this part.
I got some great bargains for you today.
It's just one. It's going to require multiple. Just two. Alright, let's call it 3. Now, just to very briefly talk about Buchanan's presidency. Understand that, oh my god. Freaking game, I swear. I was very lucky. Anyone here? Are you not entertained? Can I be honest? I'm not thoroughly excited for Gladiator 2. It has nothing to do with, you know, the likes of Pedro Pascal or just... I've just seen some of the stills from it, and I'm just like, there's something missing to that particular movie in comparison to, you know, what made the original Gladiator so epic of a film. I can't quite put my finger on it. It might be literally just something so simple like the lighting of the movie. I think might be just a little bit off, and it's what's giving off a much more modernistic feel. Meanwhile, the original Gladiator film with Russell Crowe actually felt like a movie, and it felt like a cinematic experience. I think is how someone put it to me. This one just feels like they're just putting, you know, today's conventional technologies together, and it's just kind of creating this weird hodgepodge of a film that doesn't really work in a lot of ways, and it's just, I don't know. Look, I'm just not a big fan of what it's looking like, and yeah, I certainly don't have enough to turn. The frick is it? Boom! One shot, son. One shot. There we go. That's what I'm trying to do, game. See, now you're getting along with my ideals, my perspective. Now you're getting it. Oh, crap. Look, I'm liking what I'm seeing with these bolts. Ah, music to my ears. I will get you, Ryan. I will get you this playthrough, and you will be mine. Funny enough, though, when I mean, like, Buchanan didn't do a lot during his presidency, and was seen as one of the reasons why the whole Civil War even exists, is because of him quite literally not really doing as much as I think people remember him. I mean, like, it's not like he doesn't do anything, but I think most people remember him dealing with well, two things were happening. One, it's the increase in just explosion, and I mean explosion, of the United States, specifically the U.S. in the West. Oh yeah. Give me your bolts. Ultra nanotech. Nope, I want my rhino first. I would love more health though. So I think that's it. Yep. Okay. Now, if I'm lucky, I think within the next 2 planets, I'm gonna be able to get the, no, don't need that. The next 2 planets, I'm gonna be able to get the Rhino, in which case, I'm getting a frickin' Rhino. I'm so close. I feel it.
That must be the ship that will transport the bomb.
I feel it in my body. I feel it in my plums. I can do it. Let's go this way first, though. Yeah, I'm not playing around. I want my gun. I would argue, obviously, international stuff, other local stuff, but largely for the most part, I would say that James Buchanan's time as president largely has to deal with just the issues of not only slavery, but Western expansion and dealing with the aggressiveness of newer and newer territories being slave or not. You know, like, that's what I mean by, like, there's a bunch more heated debate and discussion, because around this time, Oregon's becoming a territory, areas like Utah, Idaho, you know, that general area, they're becoming states, and, you know, the power struggle between North and the South, slave state, not a slave state's really becoming predominant, and, you know, it's this particular time and era that is starting to create some real tension, and above all else, I think they just needed a leader to actually figure out some middle ground, but there really is no middle ground. Who's James Bond here? No idea what these freaking little weirdo things are, but get out of my face. I don't want you here. I think if I touch the water, it's an automatic game over. See, I've already gotten 2 grand, and I just need another 30. As you can see, I am very, very excited. Nope. God. That's thoroughly frustrating. I'm gonna start late from the back. Okay. Let's say we're gonna have some real problems if I'm starting from all the way from the very beginning. Thank you, thank you. Oh, cool. Some raritanium.
Oh,
Is there a problem, sir?
y'all wouldn't have any spare parts, would you?
Help yourself.
These dang rocks are too tough. Keep breaking my drill.
That's why many people attribute Buchanan's War, or the Civil War, as Buchanan's War. It's only ultimately the biggest reason why he became a one-term president, and really just
No problem.
lost all semblance of real control, I think, during this particular point in time. And he just refused to take charge, surprisingly, considering the fact that's all he wanted to do was take charge. But I think, you know, just like a lot of people who have this idea of becoming presidents, not during, you know, a, let's say, revolutionary era in time where, you know, if you think you're going to be president, you think you're going to be president during, you know, peaceful time and era, and you're just going to be chilling and vibing and just going to be looked on as this great leader without realizing that, you know, the great leaders in world history face some real struggles, and that they had to deal with tumultuous situations that, you know, gave them their ability to rise to the occasion when things were difficult and things were necessary and they needed to happen. And, you know, that's why, in part, I think most people, and myself, I would say, tend to agree with Buchanan's rankings as one of the single worst presidents of this particular time and era, and just in general, because he literally had everything he had ever really wanted. Had the great opportunities to actually unite the nation, and then actually quite literally did the opposite. He tried to pander to everyone. He tried to just pretty much just do what he would always do in Congress. The problem is that you're the president. You have all the absolute power you could want and need, within reason, obviously. But you are the leader of the country, and when it's time for you to lead, we kind of need you to lead, bro. Like, give us something, people. Give us something. Pretty sure I already got the thing that's already up here, so I think we're good. Talk about disappointing people. Alright, let's go through here. Boom. I like the sound of this music going on here because I'm almost there to get my gun. Ooh, wait. Okay, now here I need to get my trusty hydro displacer. And I can't remember, and I personally cannot remember specifics, to be really honest with you. But I do remember, you know when you just read something and it's like, dude, this guy just kind of has either bad instincts or just bad luck. And, you know, I felt that way with Buchanan a little bit, because it seemed like everything that he was trying to do ultimately, every single gamble, every single bet, it ultimately just didn't really work out in the way he thought it was always going to work out. You know, the most notable was, plus I think in fairness to him, you know, Civil War had never happened before in the country, had never even really occurred as a thought, let alone as an actual potential reality. And the Battle of Fort Sumter, where the Confederate forces descend on the Union troops, he knew what was happening. He knew what was going on, and chose to literally do nothing and basically call the Confederacy's bluff. And for numerous reasons, I think because in part because he thought he had still a bit of an in with the Southern Democrats, and even though he's from Pennsylvania, and that he had much more of a pull than I think he realized, and completely just bet wrong. Let's just call it what it is. Yeah, let's get it. I'm getting my gun. Oh yeah. Look at all that coinage, son. Nope, nope, that's not what I wanted. Jump, 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 jump. Okay, that works. It's not the way I was expecting, but God, get away, get away, get away, get away, get away now. Really? Why won't you? It's just dumb. I'm just wasting. This is not what I envisioned. I know there's gonna be a couple more of these baddies over on here. I know there's some health in this level, but there's one over here. Come on. Oh, crap. Could have ended very badly for me. You know, I think people get puzzled sometimes about, you know, why X and Y and Z and these things didn't happen, and, you know, I tend to leave it to some level of cockiness or foundational beliefs that I think a particular individual might have. Sweet.
Hey, buddy, what's shaking?
Oh my goodness. Aren't you?
I don't even remember her in this original game, to be really honest with you.
I'm a little robot.
You're funny too.
Yeah, looks aren't everything.
You be nice.
I know she gives me the
I
Hydro
think
Pack.
I got something special for you. How would you like a hydro pack upgrade?
That would be quite helpful for swimming underwater.
Whatever.
There you go, sweetie. You look
Which this
so
game forces me to
handsome.
get.
Miss, your craftsmanship is excellent.
If you two are through,
Jealous?
You come back and see me any old time.
Edwina? Ugh, that's a... God forbid I name my future children that. Oh. What the heck is going on? Oh, crap. Yeah, I was just gonna say, just kill me. Just take me away. To a secret place. Take me away. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I did not realize there were bad guys here. I know, and we've done things a little differently. They just ran away? Little punks. Okay, that works. Run and jump, run and jump. Suck it, bro. Yeah, I'm good at this game now. I'm good at this game. I understand too. I'd even argue, probably just because of his ineptitude, and I think he's trying to do a lot of things that, well, he's got other things on his mind other than the actual United States and the State of the Union. But regardless of, you know, what actually happens, what transpires, it's clear that James Buchanan and his time as president really is just not very effective, and there's a reason why he ends up losing his re-election bid. Doesn't even really try. I think even he realizes the writing on the wall that, okay, I literally broke up this union, so maybe I shouldn't run anymore. Once Buchanan leaves office in after a very contested election, let's put it mildly, and the first Republican president, Abraham Lincoln, gets into office, Buchanan largely fades into relative obscurity. I think he does try to help Abraham Lincoln during the times that, you know, during the period of the Civil War itself. I think he does try to help. I got another cannon section. Kidding me?
Hang on. There's an old defense turret over there. Hey, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I sincerely doubt it.
Yeah, buddy. Okay. These controls are very, very, very loosey-goosey. Focusing, because this one was pretty hard, because again these controls are real funky. God, good lord, come on. I'm gonna have to restart this, aren't I? Oh god, please don't tell me I have to restart this. Just be destroyed already. That's gonna be real tight. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me right now? Yes, son. I'm gonna have to restart this. Ah, God. Oh, wait. Damn it. Well, now I'm just embarrassing myself. And what does James Buchanan do post-presidency? Nothing much, really. It is notable he's probably the first president, and probably really just the first politician who actually writes. He writes a book. Some say like it's basically just his memoirs, but basically he writes a book in defense of his presidency, which is a fascinating read. And I'll be fair to him, I've only read passages of it, but you can understand his train of thought for a lot of the things, which again also leads me to believe it's arrogance. And I would probably say to a certain degree and extent, from his perspective, a belief within the Republic as a whole that would hold stronger than him basically like cowtailing to every single decision and choice, and every single time someone's mad, he's got to like react and do something that sometimes doing nothing actually works and is beneficial. It's a very strange memoir. If you ever have a chance to read it, I would highly recommend it. Again, I've only read maybe a handful of passages. Yeah, there we go. We did it this time. Oh, looky here, random bot just coming, chilling, coming to say hi.
Men, you are about to embark on a very dangerous mission. We will be launching a heavily armed surprise attack from our new moon base against a completely unarmed planet. Actually, that doesn't sound too dangerous. Nevertheless, your orders are destroy anything that moves. Steal the power generators from Gordy City. Then destroy anything that doesn't move.
Alright, now we're nearing the end game of, well, the game so far.
We must get to the moon base.
There's not much left
Right.
that we're going to be able to
get to the moon
do.
base to find Quark. If Drek is there, Quark is probably with him.
But Drek is going to destroy that city. We must get to the base.
That's what I said.
No, that is what I said.
Fine.
Fine.
But James Buchanan, he ends up passing away pretty early on too. I think he dies in 1869. Although in fairness to his contemporaries, he's at least older than Franklin Pierce by at least 10-15 years. So Wait, let me see. Okay. Let's explore this bush. Ooh, Cork,
It is
big
time to
man.
begin your new assignment.
A photo op by your shiny new shuttle. Terrific idea. What?
You are to take that shuttle to the moon base and ambush those two miscreants when they arrive.
Oh, yes. Who are they again?
Those two!
Oh, of course. There is just one problem. I'm,
Two washed
That's
up
generally
and
James
brown
Buchanan. Dies a bachelor, doesn't have any heirs,
That is
children.
why I will be loading you
And despite all of the things that he was able to do while in office, and
It's settled then.
really growing up from very unique rags to riches story really ends up just becoming such a negative footnote in the history of this country. You see, and here's my problem with whenever I study these things and learn about these things, about certain people and presidents in particular, I come away being able to empathize with them a little bit more than I think I should. And at least understanding where they're coming from and a lot of the things that they were able to do. And once you understand the character of these individuals, things become a little bit more murky and a little bit more, clear, I think, in a lot of ways, you know.
I did not see Drek's ship. We must have missed him.
Who knows where Quark is now? If we're gonna catch those two, we need a faster ship.
Perhaps this space station will supply the ship we need.
Well, we're here.
I think this is it, guys. I think we're gonna be able to get the Rhino gun after this. Oh, I'm so excited. I think. Let's see. I might even have to use the metal detector. Okay, just gotta breathe. But for right now, I think we're gonna stop for this particular part. We'll continue on soon and be ready. We're gonna be in for the long haul.